a Christian life and relationship coach. The other replay I watched was terrible. Um, got some views, so I'm like, I'm gonna keep it up. But you cannot hear anything that I said, so I felt like that was kind of wrong. So I am retaking the video and going over why I decided to do so. So I am Jay Horn, your Christian life and relationship coach, and I'm going to talk about why I decided to become a life coach. Okay, so when I was little, I came from a dysfunctional family in the sense of my parents were always arguing, and they argued because they did not know how to communicate well. They did not have those books, or at least they didn't choose to read books about how to be a better communicator or steps to take to communicate with your spouse. So, with that being said, it was dysfunctional. And then I also was kind of like my friends, counselors, or the go-to person to talk to about their problems, and I'll sit and listen. And I wanted to be a counselor because of that. So when I went to college, my advisor suggested that I be like a therapist, an MFT, which is a family marriage therapist, and I was like, oh, that's perfect for me. So when I took classes, I realized that it was just a bunch of theories. It wasn't like a set thing, even though observing someone's behavior constantly could give you a I was gonna say a match, but it could give you a reason why, but it not but in actuality it's still a theory, right? And I was thinking how at that time I was studying the Bible, and I was thinking about how God is the creator of the universe and people, and he's the best one to go to for knowledge. And so I kind of did not like the fact that that knowledge was just coming from people, which was helpful, but it was literally like when I was thinking about it, this is the part more to add on, is that in some forms of counseling, you have to pick a theory you want to go with. And so I was like, nah, I'm good. So I was kind of like, what should I do? And also reading the Bible, I read about marriages and why you should get a divorce. And so I was like, well, there's two reasons why you should get a divorce. And I was saying to myself that people be getting divorces for the wrong reasons. So for me, I wanted to help relationships work out. So that's why I got into like that's the part where it really touched me. So I was taking a class for my job, and a lady said to me that I could do the same thing being a life coach, and it would be less expensive and it wouldn't take up all my time. And mind you, I was getting my BA, and I found out that I was going to have to go to school longer to go get a master's and do a lot of clinical hours for to be licensed. And I had to be in wherever state that I stayed in. And in my head, I was just like, well, I don't want to be stuck to one state. I want to be free. And being a life coach, you could do that. So I became a life coach. And I took a business class, or I joined a business program, and she suggested that I should be a Christian life coach. And at the time I was like, I didn't want to like limit myself, because I was like, oh, I can help anybody, not just Christians at the time. And I still can, but but she was like, I mean, she was like, that's who you are. And then I was like, yeah, that is actually who I am. And mind you, I'm not for everybody and everyone's not for me. So I decided to go under Christian um, life and relationship coach. And to me, um, when I say relationships, it's not just about romantic relationships, it's about children and the parents, um, couples. Oh no, I just said couples, but I really was trying to say, I did this 3 times and I don't got the script down. Um, Children and their parents, um, friends, brothers and sisters, like that dynamic of relationships of how to make it work. And then when it comes to the life part, definitely how God created us to be and want us to be. And also, I love helping people to achieve their goals, taking them from where they are to where they would like to be. And some people don't know the necessary steps to get there. They feel like they can't achieve things. And for me, I wanted to be that guide for them. So that is the reason why I became a Christian relationship life coach. So I'm hoping that this replay is better than the other one. But again, I'm going to still keep the other one for those who want to compare and contrast. But on that note, until next time, I hope you have a blessed one. Bye.